Hey, we got 2 people walking down there.
Down where?
Hey, what's up? Is they with us or what? What's up?
It's Trent. It's Trent.
Get back!
So what you see is the community protecting the community, right? We know that our brother George Floyd got murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department, and there's been a lot of unrest since then. We've seen uprising in the community, and there have been professionals in the community who have been burning buildings. We know that there are a lot of white supremacists out here. The goal for being out here is to protect our businesses and our churches and just make sure that we're okay. That's literally all we're out here to do, is to protect and serve.
Because if we're gonna be the emergency team, I don't wanna be way down there and have to run way back. All right, if we're gonna be the emergency team and we have to go different places, we should be in the middle and be able to disperse that way, then disperse that way, or disperse that way. You see what I'm saying? With it.
And you think about it, we already had some of the worst racial disparities in the nation, right? Then you add on COVID-19, a global pandemic, so now we're in a state of emergency times 2. Then you add on black men and women across the nation, including Minnesota, being murdered, and a lot of it on camera, which is extremely traumatizing. That's emergency, state of emergency times 3. Did anybody with a group of 3 not get a walkie-talkie?
Queen!
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 What's up, Queen?
Hey, what's
Jeremiah.
up? Huh? How y'all doing?
We're doing all right.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Who was shooting at you?
That was 2 nights ago?
Yeah, that was 2 nights ago.
I think there's a good chance that they're entering from Weber Parkway.
Weber Parkway?
Yeah.
Yeah. 42nd. That's what I told them.
Yeah.
That's how they coming.
Yeah.
42nd.
Yeah. Queen, we're trying to get to Lindale.
My name is Jeremiah Ellison. I'm the city council member for Ward 5, which is where we are now.
Are you sure?
And I'm out helping coordinate some of the independent community patrols that have popped up across the north side, making sure that folks have supplies that they need, making sure that they're connected to other groups of neighbors that might be out doing the same thing. And then doing a little bit of patrol myself and making sure that the neighborhood's safe and that fires aren't being started, especially along our business corridors.
Because I thought the shots fired was the night of the car fire and 44th and Penn.
Well, I mean, there's shots fired kind of everywhere, but
yeah,
it's not clear always. Is it a neighborhood dispute? Is it somebody just being goofy and letting off shots in the air because they've got a gun and they can do that?
Yeah.
You know, or is it, you know, white supremacists rolling around? I think all of those things, we're rolling around and either trying to distract people or intimidate people. All of those things, I think, are happening or have happened, but it's not always clear which one is which. You know.
Hey, pull that out. Pull those out, let's block it off. We can't keep telling everybody else that Black Lives Matters if it doesn't matter to us. And so right now we're showing everybody around the world that we can do this together, no matter what walk of life, no matter what beef, all that's dead right now. Because we have to protect our kids, we have to protect our families. So that's why I'm out here with an AK-47. You know, my kids don't like it. My daughter is she's a daughter's girl, a daddy's girl, so she doesn't want me out here. But I had to explain to her what's the meaning of me being a part of this situation. All right, so right now we're gonna be the emergency team. So anything that happens in anywhere, we run to that.
Before, you know, a black man with his face covered with a rifle would just be like, oh my God, who are they coming to rob? And now a black man with his face covered with a rifle is like preventing fires and also preventing the spread of COVID-19.
I don't want anybody inside of the firing range. So let's make sure that we stagger when we walk and when we move. So if you walking behind him, stagger yourself.
You know, who cares how the rest of the city sees it, but I think it allows us to see us as helpful.
You need to get a black shirt, because it's loud right now. So holding this AK-47 or not holding this AK-47, I am a threat to society regardless, and that's why we're here today, because I am not a threat, I am a part of the solution. I am a part of the growth. And until everybody else stop making those assumptions, this is where we're gonna be. This is how we're gonna act. We're gonna guard our own communities. We're gonna protect our own communities because everybody else won't.
A number of people with NAACP was like, "Are those assault rifles?" And I say yes, you know, and similar to the fact that they brought assault rifles to the governor's mansion when they were protesting the stay-at-home order. And so if they can have guns to protest, we can have guns to protect.
It's necessary because we have the relationships, right? We know the youth, we know the women and children, we know the lay of the land. It started with us protecting our community from the looting and the rioting, right, and the burning of our buildings and our property. And with that, and with the response of our black men coming in the community, I think the police have just naturally taken a respectful step back approach to allowing us this time to protect ourselves.
If you all saw earlier, I was actually talking to one of the police officers. They know my name, they know our face, they know why we're out here. Chief Arredondo has stopped by to see us. Representative Ilhan stopped by to see us. Jeremiah Ellison, our city council member, is out every night with us. Like, this is not a secret. This is actually, even the National Guard, when they drive by, they wave at us. You know what I mean? We're very recognizable, and they know that we're not here to start any problems. We're just here to protect our community, and I think that's something that everybody can respect.
There's like a deep sense of agency here. People feel like they get to be in control over the safety of the neighborhood. And that feels pretty unique over here.
I mean, we have no choice but to survive. Black people in America have always had to survive. We've never been given help. Superman doesn't apply to us. He's not coming to save us. We have to save ourselves.
Hey, get in the house, man. Listen, we ready, baby, for whatever. You need to be ready. Go home. You ain't ready, go home.